Okay, so we're still at Blacklake. This is part 2, and
Do we want to have a recap?
yeah, we've fought the gnolls at the gnoll camp,
We have.
and
And before that we fought, what did we fight before that? We tied something up, didn't we? Or beat something up, some sort of insect guard.
insectoid,
Yeah,
yes.
but we had to do a skill test for that, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. And we got these things now.
Yeah, so we've got a bluestone fireball that the halfling gave us on the Balding Prairie.
Yeah.
And we found a lodestone pendant.
Yep.
After defeating, after driving the gnolls off.
To run away.
Yeah.
And then you'll excuse the howly husky in the background. He feels is very deprived of something, but he isn't because he's had everything.
Very hard done by.
Very hard done by Husky. And that's about it so far.
Yep. So we were doing a little bit more of the story at the gnoll camp, weren't we?
We were. Have you got the storybook?
Yeah, I've got the storybook and you've got the encounter book,
I do have the
believe.
encounter book.
So we were on chapter C3. And I'll read again. The gnolls retreat from your blades and flee back towards their homeland in the north.
Right, so they've run away.
As they run,
And chickened out.
Yep, and buggered off.
Yep.
As they run, you set fire to their tents.
See, I still think that's harsh and foolish because we could have taken the tent.
A little bit short-sighted.
Short-sighted, yeah.
By the light of the now burning camp, you find something the cowards left behind. So we revealed discovery card 86, which is the lodestone pendant.
Right, yes, okay.
Which is very good. We also had to record the keyword gnoll on our keyword sheet, which we have done.
We did that, yeah.
So now we have the keyword Zalek, clear, and gnoll.
Yep.
The story continues. Another fire rises from across the lake. You trust that Tarek is making good progress and will meet you at the fortified gate ahead.
Okay.
There's a section on item combinations. When a choice indicator offers you the opportunity to use an item, you may also choose to use 2 items at the same time.
Alright, but we're not going to read all that out because we're not doing that currently.
Cool, okay, so we have some options at this point in the story. We can use an item, we can rest, and we can move to another location.
I think a rest would be a good idea now because I'm on 13 fatigue out of 16 health.
And I'm on 15 out of 16, so I'm...
So if you pass me the rule book, we'll go through how to do the rest again to get rid of some of this fatigue.
Page 11.
Page 11. Right. Resting. During the adventure, the party will need to stop and rest at times. In the storybook, the party will find the indicator yes. Spend 1 or more XP and return that to the supply. So if you give me a blue cube.
Are we just going to spend 1?
No, I think we can spend 2.
2 sounds good because I'm, yeah. That'll help us a lot.
And then each player draws dice equal to the spent amount. So 2.
And it doesn't matter what colour they are at this
No,
point.
I think they're just, numbers at this point.
Yep.
And then if you roll your dice.
Okay, so double 6 would be very nice.
Okay,
well,
so you can
halfway
take
there.
7 from your fatigue back to the
5,
supply.
6, 7, there you go.
And then you refill these.
Okay.
Here's a pile.
Thank you very
That's
much.
not useful, they're big ones.
3, 2 more. Thank you.
Okay.
Perfect. Oh wow, 9, very good.
9. So I'll put 2 big ones back and take a small one. Okay, and then I refill these.
Yep.
What do we call these again? Our class
Attributes.
attributes, that's right. So we refill our class attributes to the maximum from the supply. So what comes out of the fatigue bears no relation to refill. You refill your whole attributes, right? Cat comes back in. Animals going in and out. It's very atmospheric there. Now we have to flip the party token so that say we've rested.
Yep.
And any of our cards that we would have used come back into our hand.
Yep.
Okay, do you want to move this up a little bit so it can be seen better? And that is resting. Those go back to the bag. And then we move on.
Okay, so we don't want to use an item.
I don't think so.
Okay. So then the next option is to move to another location, and I believe we want to go to location D, which is the outpost wall.
Okay.
So off we go.
So there's an XP. So we take the XP.
Yeah, so the outpost wall starts with a check to see we have the keyword open, which we do not. So we move on. If there is no XP at this location, well there is, so we collect the XP from the location and continue to read. You approach the fortified outpost as the moon sets, leaving you in utter darkness. Behind you, twin fires burn on either side of the shimmering black lake. You feel your way across the rough wood of the outpost's massive gate, but can find no handle or latch. Yet the gate holds firm. It must be barred from within. Behind this wall, the Dragul are protecting a powerful artifact, and Tarek Nolan, the halfling, is nowhere in sight. So we have three options at this location. We can use an item, we can rest, or we can move to another location. So I wonder if...
I think we may have made a mistake.
Okay.
Because although it says to set fire, we set fire to the tents. Tarek said we had to send a fire signal, didn't he, to say we'd achieved. And we didn't do that, did we? As such.
No.
So maybe we were meant to use the fireball to set light to the camp.
Should we go back and do that?
Yeah.
After having a quick recce of the...
We've had a quick recce. It doesn't look like he's here yet, so maybe he's waiting for us to go and...
Waiting for a signal.
For the signal. Should we go back?
Okay, so we're going to go back to the null camp.
To the null camp and use the item.
So, move to another location, so back to C. If there is no XP at this location, we go straight to C1. So burnt tents are all that remain of the null encampment. So here we can use an item, rest, or move to another location.
So let's use an item.
Okay.
To use a single item, each player must add stamina from their supply into their fatigue box equal to the stamina cost of the item. So we're going to use this one, and it says the stamina cost is 1.
Yep.
So we've got to use 1.
From our supply on
the
board?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll take 1 out of intelligence.
Yep, I'll take a strength. Actually, I won't. I'll take a wisdom.
Okay. Let's do that.
Okay.
So then combine the letter of the party's current location with the number of the item to get the proper storybook entry. The storyteller finds that entry in the storybook and reads it aloud. So we want C65.
So C65 says, you examine the bluestone fireball in the darkness of the burnt knoll encampment. To uncork this bottle would release a great explosion, which would be of no value here.
Oh.
Right. So we can use another item, we can rest, or we can move to another location. We still have to pay the fatigue.
Yeah, I guess so, because we've tried to use it.
Okay. So do you think maybe the pendant at the gate will
do something,
or the fireball at the gate might
blow the gate
down? But that's maybe not quite the subtle entrance that we're
it's
looking for.
not really subtle and sneaky.
No, it's not.
Alright, let's move to the outpost wall.
Okay.
And try the lodestone pendant.
Okay, so it's number 86.
So D86.
And this costs 0 stamina
right.
to use it.
Okay, so let's try that.
So D86.
Mm-hmm.
You press the lodestone pendant against the gate, but there is no response. The gate is made of wood and not metal. That costs us no fatigue, so we're fine. So we can use another item, we can rest or move to another location.
Can you read again what the gate was about the handle and things?
Sure. So we felt our way across the rough wood of the outpost's massive gate, but could find no handle or latch, yet the gate holds firm. It must be barred from within.
Right.
And that's all that it says.
Okay. So maybe we're going to have to go to the goblin camp if he hasn't sorted out the goblin camp.
He was supposed to be meeting us there, wasn't he? Typical. Can't rely on anybody, can you?
And so if we rest, there's nothing that says he'll arrive.
No.
Because rests don't lead to another location.
No, it says that in the book, doesn't it?
Yeah. So unless we just blow the down door down.
Yeah.
I mean...
Michael Caine-esque.
Yeah.
We could give it a go. It's going to cost us another fatigue, isn't it? But or another...
Yeah. I mean, what other options have we got? Go around to the goblin camp and see what's going on?
That is an option. But then we might end up in a fight with some goblins.
Yeah.
Although it did say that he had, did it say he'd set fire? We could see it burning from across the lake.
Right.
Yeah, so after we defeated the gnolls, it did say another fire rises from across the lake.
Okay.
We trust that Tarek is making good progress and will meet you at the fortified gate ahead.
But he's not there.
No.
Okay.
So should we walk round to the goblin camp and see what's going on?
I guess.
Okay, so we're going to section B.
Okay.
Okay, so if there is no XP at this location, well there is. Otherwise collect the XP from the location. So we'll have that, thank you very much. And then, if we have the keyword null, which we do, so we go to this chapter, so chapter B7. Ashes are all that remain of the goblin encampment. There are no tracks, no bodies, and no stains of blood on the earth. No trace of the battle remains. Not even any evidence of Tarek's approach or exit. A few crude spearheads are the only sign that goblins ever camped here. If you didn't know better, you would have guessed that this was the site of some long-forgotten goblin village, founded ages ago when Nalos and the Dragul lived in harmony. It's as if Tarek blasted the poor creatures into ancient history. He is a more formidable operative than you had supposed. A light breeze shifts the ashes, revealing something that Tarek overlooked. So we are to reveal Discovery Card 95.
Okay. Come on, baby, sit down. There's a good boy.
So
You revealed it?
card is an ancient key.
Ooh, okay, that looks more promising. Ooh. So I wonder whether we can find a keyhole in said door to put that in.
I wonder.
Shall we go and look?
Let's do it. So here now we can use an item, we can rest, and we can move to another location.
So let's go back to D and look and see if we can use the key.
So back to D, and it's D95.
It is D95 and it doesn't cost any stamina cubes to use.
Okay, if you have the keyword open, which we do not, if there is no XP at this location, so there isn't, so we go to D1.
Okay.
The outpost's massive wooden gate is barred from within. Inside the outpost, the Dragul are protecting a powerful artifact. Tarek Nolan, the halfling, gave you something that he said you would use at this gate. So, must be the fireball, right?
Okay.
That's what he gave us.
Right.
So we're going to go for D65.
Okay.
And we spend...
we spend one.
Yeah.
Each. Okay, and I'll spend a charisma.
Okay, and I'll spend a constitution.
Uniqueness, nerve and talent.
What did I say? D65. You uncork the bluestone fireball at the base of the fortified gate and run for cover.
Oh, okay. Run for your life.
Yep, running literally, I don't know, probably into the water. A thunderous explosion tears a wide flaming hole in the wall, giving you passage through. Then there's a little section on map cards. The second action indicator below tells you to reveal a discovery card that is not an item.
Okay.
Some discovery cards will update your map. The bottom left corner of these cards indicate where they go on the adventure map.
Okay.
In this case, place the outpost interior discovery card 16 on map coordinates Roman numerals 4.
Okay.
Sorry, circle and then 4. So circle
Have
on
you
there.
got the cards over there for number 16?
Discovery card 16.
Okay, let's reveal that. Outpost interior E. So a little circle has to go where? On the D?
So we've got a little circle and then
Yeah.
4, so that's the grid reference that it goes on. And there's some hashes on the map, isn't there? There's like some to put it inside. So, yeah. There we go. Cool, huh? So we also have to record the keyword open. And we return discovery card 65 to the deck because the bluestone fireball is now blowing up, or blown the gate up. We can rest here, although we're not able to because the rest token is flipped face
no, I
down.
don't think we can.
And now we can move to another location.
Okay, so shall we move to location E?
I believe so. Into the interior of the outpost.
Alright. Outpost the interior.
And it says to remember to add 1 XP to the new location from the supply.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
So there is an XP here, so do we collect it?
Well, let's find out. Do we have the title Revealer of Secrets?
No.
Right. Do we have the title Rogue's Accomplice?
No.
Do we have the title Aid to Ogre?
No.
Okay, so collect the XP from this location and continue to read.
It feels a bit odd that this should be the first campaign and we have no titles and it's asking us all that, but okay.
You pass through the smouldering hole and enter the Dragul outpost.
Oh no, there's a Dragul.
Kitty demon. Its massive wooden walls are solid but roughly constructed. They enclose an open space, empty except for a single chest of white metal and a grey-skinned ogre who stands before it with an iron club.
Okay.
This geezer here, there he is.
Not on the map.
Honestly.
No respect, that Dragul.
The ogre shouts in the Dragul language. It's gibberish to you, as if he were making all the sounds but none of the sense of Nalos common.
Okay.
Between his angry cries, he smashes the metal chest with such force that it shakes the ground around you. But the chest only rings out a remarkably pleasant tone.
Ding!
Yes, just like that. It remains unbroken, undented, and firmly in place. Enraged, the ogre approaches you, shouting and swinging his club wildly. As you watch his outbursts, you catch a glimpse of something moving in the shadows behind him. Tarek Nolan, blade drawn, carefully approaches the ogre, from the other side of the outpost.
Little monster. He was meant to meet us.
There's now a little explanation on faction tracks, which are on the party log. At this location.
Where are the faction tracks?
There, yeah. So we've got the King's Favour faction.
Yeah.
The Starlit Door Favour faction.
Yeah.
And the Draggle Favour. Sorry, the Draggle faction favour.
Okay.
At this location, the choices you make will affect your standing with 3 major factions. Find the favour marker and place them on the 0 starting spaces of all 3 faction tracks on your party journal. Thank you. When ready, make your choice about how to deal with the ogre. So we have 2 choices. We can attack the ogre, or we can try to understand what on earth he is saying, and that requires both intelligence, of which I have none,
I've got 3,
and wisdom, of which I don't have any either.
You've got 1. You should have 1.
I used it to.
Used it. Okay.
Yeah.
I normally have 1, but I've used that as well. Okay. Did I use it or did I not refill it?
I'm not sure.
Can't remember. Okay, well I don't have any, so...
No. So, those are the choices. We can try and understand what he's telling us.
Or attack,
attack.
which uses what?
I think it's a strength test for attack. It's got a fist icon, but it doesn't actually say specifically.
It'll be combat of some sort.
I would imagine so, yeah. So I mean, I'm all for like...
You're all for battering him.
Well, yeah, but I think it might be prudent to try and...
So, let's
understand
count
what
up.
he's saying.
So, intelligence I would have normally 3 and wisdom 1. And you would have 0 and 1.
Yeah.
So that would be 5 altogether.
Yeah.
Hello, Miss Struggle Kitty. And strength you would have 3
Yep.
and I would have 1. And dex is usually the other fighty one, and you'd have 2 and I'd have 1, but I've only got 1. But currently we've got more reds and blacks between us.
Yeah, we have. So we're probably better geared up for fighting at this moment in time.
And Tarek seems hell bent on giving him a stab in the back as well.
He
So,
does.
although why he's there ahead of us in the background seems very sneaky. So,
Seems like he's got his own agenda going on.
Yeah, on that kitty foot there's claws, so be careful. Yeah. Alright then, well let's go for
No, you leave that fox alone.
Stop attacking each other, please. I know we're talking about attacking an ogre, but that's altogether different. Hey! No animal wars, please. Yeah. So okay, we'll bash the ogre.
We're gonna bash the ogre, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Goodness me, it's very exciting. So E2. The ogre throws himself at you with all the ferocity of a cornered animal. He swings his iron club wildly and races towards you. So, combat, Tog 52.
Tog 52. Tog 52? What is... Oh, Tog.
That's the name of the ogre, Tog.
Oh, that's his name. Oh, he's actually... Oh, you can't name him. Oh my goodness.
He has a name, he's not just ogre.
He's not just ogre, he's Tog.
He's Tog.
Oh
Wow.
dear.
So we need blue or white, a green and a red dice to, like...
And our combat dice is only 3 maximum.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
But we do have the extra, we can play a bonus card, can't we?
Yeah, it doesn't get us a bonus dice though.
No. Oh, but do we fill one from random as well, don't we? When we've placed all our dice, is that right?
That was the other one. That was when you had the other card.
Okay. Yeah, it's anything up to the limit, isn't it? So if we did 2 out of 3, we get another one in the bag.
Oh.
We might have bitten off more than we can chew here.
Yeah. Is our companion going to help?
It doesn't say so.
No?
No.
Find the enemy, we've done that. If
Yep.
the combat states any modifiers, no.
Nope, no modifiers.
So it was the cornered thing that adds another dice to each
Gotcha.
thing.
Okay.
Review the party journal to find the current combat dice limit. Yes.
Just 3.
Just 3.
Yeah.
After the players are done adding dice of specific colours, add random dice from the dice bag one at a time. Repeat until the number of dice in the dice pool is equal to the dice limit. I don't know. Maybe I do know. Okay. Maybe I do know.
You had a brainwave.
I've had a brain something. Is that one plus 2 blue dice?
Have you got the rule book
Yeah.
in the back?
Or is it 2 blue something? Is it 2 blue stamina, or 2 blue crystals, or 2 blue...
So the plus symbol means draw a die, roll it, and add it to the dice pool. This does not count against the die limit.
Right.
Wow. So you get potentially 2 extra blue dice into the pool.
Right. So we could do that then.
Yeah, we do that after we've rolled. So we have to build the dice pool first,
Yeah,
don't we?
but if we built a white and a red and a green,
Yep.
then I could add 2 blue.
Okay. So if I pay 2 from strength for a red,
Yeah.
so you want to pass me a red dice?
Just going to rescue the cat from itself. Doing foolish things. What are you doing, little Miss Cat? That is a sharp knife. Please stop doing that. I know it has dinner on it, but it's in the washing up bowl and you shouldn't be licking it. Goodness me. We will wash our dishes in a minute. This is important. This is a battle. Okay. Kitty cat is showing us up for not washing our dishes. Right.
So we have a red dice in the pool.
We have a red dice in the pool. Okay. Yeah. Now other colours have to be a ratio of 3 to 1, don't they?
They do, yeah. So to get to green, I could pay 1 green plus 3 from the other colours to get 2.
Would that leave you exhausted? How many fatigue have you
5,
got?
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, that would.
You
that
can't
would
do
exhaust me.
that.
Okay.
So go up to 15. Oh no.
No, I can't unless you help me out.
Well, I will.
Okay. So if I do.
So just put the 1 green dice in for now. The 1 green cube.
Okay.
And I'll put 3 of another colour. To make another green. To get us a green.
Okay. Cool.
This might be very foolish.
Yep.
We still can't get a white though.
No.
You've got treat a different colour as a different colour though, haven't you?
I've got the ability to treat any colour as either a blue or a green.
You've got one the other way around.
Treat a red as any colour.
That doesn't help.
No, doesn't.
Yes, it does. Let's buy another red.
Okay.
And now let's spend that to add 2 blues.
I think we roll them first and then we do the manipulation afterwards.
Okay.
I think that's right.
Alright.
So should
Bring
we roll
the roller down.
Yeah. Okay.
So there's green 6.
Oh, you press one up for the round. Okay. Yep, so green 6, that's good.
And then I can play that to change a 1 to a 5.
Oh, nice. So you're going to do that with a red.
Yep.
Cool. Alright.
And then let's put this here and play the 2 blue card.
Yep.
The energy field card, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
To roll 2 blues.
Yeah, roll them straight away.
So I've played my 2 card max. Sadly.
Okay. So, if I were to use the bonus play to play an extra card, I could increase or decrease the die of my class colour, which is red, by 1. So I can make that a 2.
Yeah.
I could then use my Warhammer to increase a red die.
Hang on. Can you treat a blue as anything or not, just a red?
I can treat any colour as either a blue or a green, or I can treat a red as any colour.
Right. So which ones are you proposing to do?
I'm just going to check the symbols for the Warhammer again.
That's up or down 1.
Increase or decrease up to 2 dice by 1 each.
Yeah.
Up to, so I'd have to do 2. So I could use that to increase by 1 more. So I could use that to increase it to a 2.
Yeah.
That to increase a red die to a 3.
Yeah.
And then if I use that, I could then treat any colour dice as a blue dice.
But we want that to be a white dice.
Oh, right, okay. So what about a red dice as any colour?
Yes, but it needs to be a 4.
Right, so hold on.
So no, I'm putting it back.
Because I've got my barbarian.
So yeah, so
ability.
start again.
Right. So
What does your barbarian do?
So return 2 stamina from one of your attribute rows to the supply. Flip a die of the matching colour in the dice pool to its opposite face.
Nope.
Ah, but it's got to be black because I've only got black stamina left.
Okay.
So, okay, doesn't count.
What I just don't want is to lose these dice because I've got no way to get them back. Can Can you just increase that one by 1 or not? Is it only reds you can do?
It's only reds. It's either my class colour or it's specifically red on the Warhammer.
But you've got one that says you can treat one as any colour.
So I can choose. I can use Reckless to treat any colour as a blue or a green.
No, you've got one that you said you can treat a red as any colour.
Yeah.
Yes. Is there a different way to do this?
So if I treated that red one as a white, I could use my chain to
Re-roll it.
Re-roll
Yes.
twice.
Do that.
Because I've got 2 chain
Yes.
arms, so I can do that. And you can play as many extra ones
Yes.
as you want.
Do that.
So if I do this one first,
Yes.
to treat it as a white,
Yes.
and then I'll re-roll. So I'll re-roll the white.
Yes.
And then I'll try it again.
Yeah.
Nope.
Can I have the extra card then
Yep. Slip those into your fatigue.
to re-roll a blue?
Okay.
I'm going to play Ristic Robes because that doesn't count towards the extra, so those turn up together, so the extra doesn't count. 3, 3, 3. Oh, yay, yay.
Dice roll is not great, is it?
The dice roll is awesome. It's our rubbish luck today,
Okay.
right?
So that's the end of round 1. We've covered precisely 2 of the slots.
Yeah, I think it's going to kill us.
I think so. We're going to get exhausted, aren't we?
Yes. So it gives us 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 6. And it takes away one of the XP because the uncovered things here and the uncovered thing here. So 3 fatigue and minus 1 XP.
Yep.
Yeah. So how many does that leave you with in your fatigue?
20.
Right, so do you want to read out what happens when you're exhausted
Yep.
and fail the attack?
Yep.
It's all been a bad dream. You wake in your lodgings, back in your hometown. Your mother was right, you will never make a warrior.
Exhaustion. When the amount of stamina in a player's fatigue box is equal to their current health, they immediately become exhausted. Any more stamina that would be added to their fatigue box is ignored until they are revived. Okay, so I've got too much, haven't I? So I should stop it when I get to 16.
Yeah.
And then 4 will just sit there and wait. Exhausted players cannot play cards, use class abilities or spend stamina during skill checks or combat. However, exhausted players can still offer input when the party has to make decisions. There are 3 ways to remove stamina from the fatigue boxes of exhausted players. Certain choice indicators in the storybook will offer the party the option to rest. Certain action indicators in the storybook will instruct the party to remove some stamina from one or more players' fatigue boxes. And certain cards and class abilities will allow the party to remove stamina from one or more players' fatigue boxes. When the amount of stamina in an exhausted player's fatigue box is once again less than their current health, they are revived. If the entire party is ever exhausted at the same time, the storybook will instruct the players to mark the next box on the death track
The death trap?
and read the corresponding death entry in the Tome of Encounters.
Oh my lord.
So that's what's going to happen. 'Cause we're
Yeah.
both,
So if we place a mark on the death trap up there. So what was the encounter called? Where are we? What was the number?
E2.
I don't think it anticipates that you do that you die in this one.
Right.
Adventure 1, Battle of Blacklake, doesn't really have a death thing, but let's have a look at the death things at the back. Inky wants to go out, and we've all died, so I know he's a dog, that's what happens. Don't be grumpy. Death. Okay. There's a whole death section at the back, right? Yeah. See how we died the first time. You sit down to rest and your vision becomes distorted, as if a rippling curtain of fog were passing between you and the world. When the fog lifts, you find yourself in a stone hallway, cold and dark. An old woman approaches from the darkness, wearing a black hood that obscures her face. Her voice is warm and kind. It's good to see you resting, she says. Azima's world is full of struggle and the soul grows weary. She finds a smooth flagstone and sits down beside you. Oh dear, she complains. This floor never gets any softer. But look, I've come to give you something. She extends a bony hand from the sleeve of her cloak, revealing a bag of glass marbles. Each marble contains a small, compressed creature, looking angry and uncomfortable. You reach in and grab one. Reveal rare card 7 and record the keyword passage. Did you like my little death cough there?
Passage.
Oh, we've got a fiend of confinement.
Goodness.
See, we are doing chores as well. We're doing washing. See, very domesticated.
Yeah.
Multitasking. So that's an object. Recover. Roll 1 die, then remove all XP from the party journal that exceeds the roll result. Okay, do you want to pick a die and roll it?
Yeah. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
6.
Okay. Okay, so we can keep them all.
Yeah. Nothing. We haven't
Excellent.
got a number there that exceeds 6, have we? So that's good.
And then each player roll 1 die and remove all stamina from your fatigue box that exceeds the roll result. Right, so I keep 5. Excellent.
So keep what's on the roll.
Keep what's on the roll and remove all the rest.
So I keep 4.
I'll just make the washing machine shush for a moment. Okay, so keep 4.
Mm-hmm.
Each player fill your attribute rows up to their attribute limit.
Mm-hmm.
Return all your spent cards to your hand. Okay,
And discarded cards as well? I guess so.
I think so. Doesn't say so though, but I assume so.
Mm.
Flip your class ability card face up. Well, we haven't used it yet.
No.
If you've just completed an encounter, move to the next location on your path. If your party marker is already at a location, read the base entry for that location instead. So I guess we read what happens if we fail his attack. fail the combat with him.
Okay. The ogre pummels you mercilessly while you do your best to preserve your life. Luckily for you, the creature is distracted by his rage and does not sense the approaching halfling, who stabs him in the back of the neck.
Okay.
Well, says Tarek, that was one way to distract him.
Killing us. Marvellous.
Beating the shit out of us.
Okay.
So we're to reveal title card number 3.
Okay. That's for failing.
Yep. Well, did we though?
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
allow Tarek to
Yeah, I don't trust
come
Tarek.
up and do his job.
Tarek was supposed to meet us at the gate and he didn't. You know? So there's that. Who gets this
I think we can decide which of us gets that. There's a little, I'm sure there's a little section in the rule book about it. I'll have a look in a
Well,
sec.
mine gives us extra blue dice, so would you like it to have extra red dice?
I mean, that does seem sensible. 'Cause
Yeah,
I'm
so
quite
you're the
specialising in red.
strength person.
Yeah, so number 3, yeah.
Okay. So now we have a title. This is gonna say "was pummeled by ogre," right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, rogue's accomplice. At Blacklake, your mission with Tarek Nowlin ended with the death of an ogre and the death of us, but we shan't talk
Yeah.
about that.
That's not.
The
Yeah.
battle will not be forgotten, neither by the halfling nor by the ogre's ghost.
Wow.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay.
Mm.
So can you write rogue's accomplice on our titles, please?
Do we? I think we.
We just keep the
I
card.
think we
Okay.
Just put the card there.
All
yeah,
right.
I think.
Okay.
There we go.
Now what?
I need to get a sleeve for that, but I'll do that in a sec.
Yep.
So, yeah,
Many types of sleeves are available.
indeed. So we did that, and we went there. Title cards. Find the deck of title cards. Do not shuffle or examine them.
Yep.
Find number 3. Place it face up in the title space of the party journal. Titles like this record your decisions and alter the events of future adventures in the campaign. Favour markers. Adjust the favour markers on the factional tracks as instructed by the action indicators below. So our favour for our King's faction favour goes up by 1.
So can you mark it with a pen as well?
Yeah.
All right. Yep.
And our Dragul faction favour goes down by 1.
Shocker.
Yeah.
Yep.
And our Starlit Door favour remains static.
Okay.
Do we have both the titles, or the keywords, sorry, Goblin and Alarm?
No.
Do we have both the keywords Goblin and Clear?
No.
Do we have both the keywords Null and Alarm?
No.
Do we have both the keywords Null and Clear?
Yes.
Now that the outpost is calm, Tarek relaxes on a tree stump and carves slices from an apple. Allow me to compliment you, he says, on your stealthy approach to the Knoll camp. I heard no sound at all from your side of the lake. Not until I heard the Knolls screaming to their gods for mercy. Well done. Continue to E21. Tarek points to the metal chest with an apple wedge. All that's left for me, he says, is to figure out what is locked inside. Upon closer inspection, you discover the white metal of the chest to be Dergolium.
Okay.
Not unobtainium.
Not unobtainium.
Not
no.
adamantium.
Not adamantium.
But Dergolium.
So I can't make my claws then.
No. An ancient alloy forged to contain objects from other planes.
Okay.
No force.
Other aeroplanes.
Yes.
Okay.
No force will crack it. Its lid must yield to some other secret. You find a pear-shaped indentation. Does that look pear-shaped?
No, but that does.
Very true.
Okay.
Above its keyhole. Tarek notices your interest in the chest. You can return to your regiment now if you like, or you can stay and help me to open it. Adventure complete. Your mission here is complete, leaving you free to explore the area at your leisure. Are there parts of the lake you have not yet visited, or items you have not yet found a use for? From now on, when a choice indicator gives you the opportunity to move to another location, you may instead turn to the final section of the storybook titled The End.
Ooh.
If the entire party is exhausted, I've already done that, but exploring the map. When moving around on the adventure map, you do not need
cut to the chase. Let's go to the thing with the box with the treasure in it.
Do you want to use an item?
Yeah.
We're going to go to E86.
We are going to E86 with this pear-shaped thing that needs a metal thing to make it work. Come on.
Here's E86. Are you ready?
Yay, I'm ready.
Drum roll.
Hang on.
This is going to be so good.
Yeah.
The lodestone pendant holds fast to the pear-shaped indentation on the chest, and you hear something click from within. You give it a kick, but the chest does not open. The keyhole remains empty.
Right. No, what do you know? We look at that.
E95.
We have a key.
You insert the ancient key into the chest. It fits the lock.
Yay!
But it will not turn. There must be some other mechanism at work.
You are having a giggle.
Nope. Do we want to have a look around the outpost interior? To see if there's
Alright then.
Should we go back to E1?
Yeah.
Do we have the title Revealer of Secrets?
No.
Do we have the title Rogue's Accomplice?
Yes.
The ogre's dead body lies near the closed Durgolium chest. Tarek awaits nearby, consulting some papers, which he tucks away as he greets
he
you.
whacked it with a sword, didn't it? And it made a ding.
So the options here are to use an item, rest, or move to another location.
What could we use on him? The lodestone pen? No. We've already used that, haven't we? That's attached to the box. Can we not nick his sword?
Doesn't give us the option C, no. I think that may well be it.
No.
Yeah. Should we do the end?
You are kidding me.
No. We've been to the Knoll camp. Had a look around there. We've been to the Goblin camp.
There's a keyword alarm. But we didn't pick
No, that
B for north, did we?
probably came from the Goblins, right? And they're gone.
Could we go back to D and have a look?
Back to the outpost wall.
Yeah.
We do have the keyword open. You stand in the smouldering hole that you blasted in the fortified gate. We can either rest or we can move to another location.
Alright, well let's go back to the Knoll camp and have a look.
Is there no XP at this location?
No.
Burnt tents are all that remain of the Knoll encampment. We can use an item, rest or move to another location.
That passage thing's interesting. Where's that? Let's go to Bowling Prairie.
Okay. Is there any XP at this location?
No.
The bluff looks out over a lake, blackened with the blood and ashes of fallen Dragul. We can use an item, rest or move to another location.
Okay, Goblin Camp.
No XP at this location.
Nope.
Burnt tents are all that remain of the Goblin camp. Use an item, rest or move to another location.
Before you were asking about keywords though when we went there.
Yeah, but the first option is there no XP at this location?
Oh, okay.
So it just takes us to the like, nothing to see here, Governor. But
and if we went back to E,
we've got the title Rose Accomplice.
Yeah.
The ogre's dead body lies near the closed Dogolium chest. Tarek waits nearby consulting papers.
Let's try the lodestone pendant. See if there's anything on him that... Let's try E86. We've done that, haven't we? With
yeah, because it said
that's
it
the
just
box.
it like sticks to the
box.
The lodestone pendant holds fast to the pear-shaped indentation on the chest, and you hear something click from within. You give it a kick, but the chest does not open, and the keyhole remains empty.
Yeah.
So
none of that attaches to the ogre.
no, unfortunately not.
Okay, go to the end.
Okay. Your mission at Blacklake has ended, and Tarek Nowlin wishes you Godspeed as you return to your regiment. My own mission takes me elsewhere, he tells you, but I have a feeling we will meet again. As you travel back, you have time to collect your thoughts and puzzle over the things you've seen. Which titles did you earn? Read the section below that matches a title card you have.
Rogue's Accomplice. I know, but it's very sad.
The slack face and limp body of the slain ogre appear in your mind. You have put an end to many Dragul invaders during this long war, but for some reason this ogre's death left an impression. Of all the Dragul that you killed, he was the only one who ever tried to communicate with you. You find yourself wondering what you might have learned from him if he had lived. Conclusion. If you have the keyword Zalek, which we do, it's end number 1. Upon your return, you find your regiment preparing to march. Orders to move west, a soldier tells you, to the swamps. You report to Commander Zalek, who greets you somberly. They are off on one fool's errand, and you another, I'm afraid. He hands you a letter from King Taron. It seems the king's hometown has been attacked by a giant troll.
Oh, okay.
And he wants someone to bring him its head.
Oh, joy.
That someone will be you, says Zalek. I'm still concerned about cult activity in the capital, so I will wait for you there. Zalek nods and bids you farewell. You head towards the coast. After a 2-day march, you can smell brine in the air and the call of the gulls. Soon you will arrive in the halfling town of Jolev, where you must fetch the head of a troll for your king.
Oh, they seem fond of beheading things.
If you do not have the title, Reveal of the Secrets, which we do not, read end 3. On the trail to Jolev, you are greeted by an elvish messenger who hands you a parcel from Tarek.
An elvish queen. No,
Inside,
an elvish messenger.
you find several empty chainmail sacks made of Durgolium and a hastily written note. The chest at Blacklake was more important than we knew.
I knew. I tried.
Similar Durgolium vaults are hidden all over Nalos.
Shush, Baba.
Each holds an artifact of great power. You must find the vaults, open them, and confiscate their artifacts. Place what you find in the enclosed sacks, or else risk unleashing horrible power. Signed TN.
Okay, TN, how do you open them?
Tarek is a special agent of King Taron, and his orders are not to be taken lightly. You took the Durgolium chainmail sacks into your pack and continue your journey. Each player may now advance their character, and we can clean up the adventure and save our characters, so we can do all that when we get back, or when I get back.
Okay, so that is the end of part 2, so you can take that bear out and make it happy.